So this is the all-new GolfZon Wave, by far one of the most anticipated golf launch monitors and simulators of the year. Now, GolfZon is mainly known for building some of the coolest golf simulators in the world, including the GolfZon 2 Vision, which is by far the most realistic golf simulator that I've ever reviewed here on the show. Now, with the Wave, what GolfZon wanted to do was bring their amazing commercial golf simulator technology into our homes, but at a price we can actually afford. Now, what immediately sets the GolfZon Wave apart from its competitors is that it gives you the ability to putt with it. And I'm not talking about clunky putting as we've seen with some of the other brands that are out there. But I'm telling you, this is extremely accurate putting data, and it's all because of this guy. Now, in today's video, we're gonna be checking out the GolfZon Wave Skills app to find out if this really is the best golf launch monitor and simulator of the year. So let's get to it. Over the past couple of months, we've seen a bunch of new golf simulators hit the market from some of the biggest brands in golf, including Rapsodo and Skytrack. Now, I've extensively reviewed both of them here on the show, but you are probably asking yourself, who's GolfZon? Well, that's exactly what I said when I first heard about the Wave. Well, GolfZon is actually the #1 golf simulator company in the world, with locations in some 63 countries and with over 12,000 commercial sites. Now, just in 2022 alone, it had over 87 million rounds of golf were played on their sims. And with the GolfZon Wave, they want to use this simulator technology, which has been perfected over the last 20 years, and really make it into an attainable package for all golfers that they can use at home. Now, the GolfZon Wave comes in at $3,995. Now, what do you get with it? Well, you actually get the Wave itself. Now, this is a dual device, and it's both optical and Doppler. If you see the white line here, this is actually used to orient towards your target. It has a replay camera, which actually records every swing you take, and you can view it on your Wave Skills app. And what's amazing is the battery life is up to 4 hours. And it also comes with a carrying case, a tripod, a power cable and adapter. Now this is actually used for the Wave device, a USB-C cable. This is what is used for what I think the coolest part of the GolfZon Wave, the multi-sensored infrared putting mat. Now this allows you to get really accurate putting numbers while inside the software. Now, in terms of software, there's actually 4 softwares with the GolfZon Wave. Now, the first one is the Vision Wave. Now, this is the golf simulator for your PC only, and is where the Wave really shines. But if you want to run through it, you're going to need a gaming PC. And I'm not joking, it might take up about 3 hours to set this thing up because it's a huge file. Now, this could be a downside to this unit, but the reason why it takes so long is because it actually downloads every course in the game. And there's 148 of them, which honestly takes over about 70 gigs of hard drive space. But the good thing is you only have to do this one time, and once this is done, it's so well worth it because of the higher level of quality you're going to get from actually using the software instead of having to download or wait for things to load forever. Now, the next type of software is called the Wave Skills, and this can be used on both iOS and Android. And this is great if you're going to want to take this out to the range or just to dial in your game. So GolfZon actually has a couple different plans. Instead of spending thousands of dollars a year to access all the golf courses or features, GolfZon just makes it actually pretty affordable. Now, there's 3 pricing plans. They have a light and a basic and a premium. And as you can see, the premium is kind of the way to go. I mean, for $399, you get 3 years and you get everything, including over 140 golf courses to play, including some of the most famous in the world, like the Old Course St. Andrews, Bethpage Black. I mean, there's just tons of them here. And I mean, I spent more than that in 1 year if you add up the memberships that I have for both a Garmin, Rapsodo, E6, Awesome Golf. I mean, the list goes on. So the way the GolfZon Wave works is through both Doppler radar and a camera, which in turn gives us a very accurate carry numbers, spin numbers, and even club data. Now, the Wave actually gives golfers 34 different ball and club data parameters, including carry, side spin, ball speed, club speed, launch angle, face to path, spin rate, to just name a few. And what is really cool is its precision putting data. Now, this combines with 26 data points that it's captured by the tri-sensor radar and the launch monitor, and the multi-sensor infrared putting mat then allows you to analyze an additional 8 putting specific parameters, including your putting distance, your putting direction, speed, your putter speed, your impact ratio, your total putting time. I mean, honestly, just blows my mind. Now, in order to set up the wave, you're gonna need a minimum of about 6.5 feet behind the golf ball to the wave, and you're gonna need another 11.5 feet in front of you from where you're actually hitting the ball. So that's gonna be a total of about 18 feet. Now, this could be a downside for players who have limited space, such as a small simulator room, a garage, or if you're hitting into a net. I mean, 11 feet is pretty far, so you'll definitely need a taller, wider net or screen, or you're not gonna be able to use wedges or lower irons that have a higher ball trajectory. And even though you're gonna need a little bit more room to use the wave, it's so well worth it.
So now that we know more about this amazing unit, let's go ahead and hit some shots and play with it. But before doing so, I just want to say that I hope you're liking the video, and if you can do me a favor, can you please like and comment down below what you like most about the GolfZon Wave. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel because I love giving away the golf gear I reviewed here to my subscribers. So one really cool feature with the GolfZon Wave is it actually has an app as well called the Wave Skills. It takes about a couple minutes to download. Once it's in, you sign in, you connect with your Wi-Fi to the unit, similar to with a computer. So I kind of want to go over all these displays on this app, and it's really simple and easy to use. So up in the upper right-hand corner, you can kind of change how you want to see the driving range. You know, isometrically, top, side, a 45-degree angle. Here you can also see the scatter pattern. If you want to see the scatter pattern. In the lower left-hand corner, you can hit driver, and here you can pick whatever club you want to practice with. So let's go ahead and just hit like a 7-iron to practice with today. It's showing that our wave is connected. If we check the box, it kind of gives information about our wave, how to align it, your connection guide, your Wi-Fi settings. But we're connected right now, and so is the putting pad. Here, it kind of gives you an example. See, look, you can see me right here. Hey guys, what's going on? As to where you should be hitting the club. And this is kind of cool when you're out at the range. So right now, it says the heel, where your heels be the tee line, and that's exactly where I have everything lined up. So it's kind of cool because the thing does have a camera built in it, which will be recording your swings. So here, we want to go, the putting mode's already available too, that's why that red light's on. And then lastly, you can see different information. So if we go to table, again, you can see all your shots from that day. Dashboard, this is really cool. It shows you face the path, what happened when you hit the shot, and you can also switch how you want to see that view. That's really cool, as well as spin. So it's collecting both the spin and the ball, as well as the club data. And if you go back to this, go back to trajectory, it takes us right back to that screen, and it's super cool. So let's go ahead and take a shot with that 7-iron and see this data and see what it looks like. So really slight delay, maybe half a second. As you can see right away, it gives us all the data immediately. Not like it has to compute it. I mean, it's instantaneous with the data. And so it gives us all the data. And actually you can do is you kind of slide your finger to the left and it gives you everything you want to see. You actually can hide that too if you don't want to see all that on the bottom. If we go back up to that right-hand corner where I was showing you those 3 tables, go back to dashboard, you can see what it looked like on that shot. So here the ball is showing like the spin numbers, and then to a club, it shows you where actually you hit the ball at, both the face, the path, and your path in degrees. And what I think is really cool too is if you just want to see a bunch of numbers on the screen, you can just hit shots and it'll show you right away. So you have multiple options as to how you want to see it. And again, it stores all your stuff. So here, if I did a whole routine today, I can actually export this out as a CSV. I can use that data, I can share it with other people. So here, you go back to the menu screen and you can watch a swing video of your shot and use that later on if you want to kind of draw on it, which is a really cool feature. They have target practice. So we go here, this is where we actually can start playing around with the different holes, right? So here we're doing just the regular old range, but we can do approach shots. You can start the game, say, okay, 30 yards. I don't know, like, let's do 90. Start the game, and here we can just go ahead and play a game of just hitting approach shots. So here we can just go ahead and practice our approach shots. Right now we're 90 yards out. You can see on the left side of the screen kind of where we're at. Let's go ahead and hit a pitching wedge. I'm not gonna hit a pitching wedge, I'll hit a sand wedge. I don't hit a pitching wedge 90 yards. And we will see how this turns out. All right, so we're 90 yards out. I'm gonna hit a sand wedge. It's a nice soft sand wedge. That's fun. I felt it close a little bit right when I hit that too. And as you can see, it totally picked that up. And I knew it was gonna go left, but I got within the ring, and you can do this over and over and over and over again. And it's a really fun way of just practicing and getting your game dialed in. And another cool thing you can do too is just practice your putting. Now you can also play a hole of golf, but If we want, we can just do a putting practice here. So here we're gonna practice our putting. I love it because it's a putting pad and we can just practice as much as we want, especially these hard little close putts that we all freak out about. So this is a 5-yard putt, right? So let's see if I can hit this 5-yard putt. And if you don't, like, you just do this over and over again until I know I can hit it every single time and then go further out. And it's a really good and fast way of practicing. So you put the ball on the hole, on the pad. It says we're ready. This is gonna be a really gentle putt here. Oh my God, perfect. So now if I want to, I can actually go further back by moving these arrow buttons or left or right and just do it over and over again to practice. So that's a really great way of just kind of dialing your game with an app. You can take this to the course with you. You can do whatever you need to. And that's what makes the GolfZon Wave so versatile, is that not only is it a simulator that looks awesome, but it's also can be used at the range. So after you've done your putting and your approach, you can actually go ahead and play one hole of golf on the one hole practice screen. Here, it's just one hole, it's a par 4. And this is a great way, I mean, these graphics look really amazing. It's a good way just to practice, but like kind of have fun with it too. And I'm actually impressed with running this off an iPad. You can see that sky looks pretty realistic, the trees do too. And it all just comes, you know, already built into the iPad app. It's not like you have to go to a third party and play this. You can do that if, you know, other units, but not with this one. Never get that again. And what's really cool is it comes already built into the app if you want to play a round of golf with your friends on your iPad. So there's a lot of versatility with the Wave, and I just think this is a phenomenal little unit. To be honest, I'm just blown away with the GolfZon Wave. It is one of the best simulators and launch monitors I've ever used. I would highly recommend getting it if it's within your budget. Now, there's links down below if you want to check it out. But if you want to see what we thought of the SkyTrak ST Plus, the biggest competitor to the GolfZon Wave, then check out this video right here, and I'll see you out on the course.